looking for? Big Tim. And here I come, right on time. And there I go, out of sight before you can call me roller freight. And you want to know something? He checks his watch by me, a freight, because I run on schedule. How did I get this way? Well, let's go back a bit. I remember the day I came to work on the railroad, a carefree, happy-go-lucky young sprout, fresh out of the locomotive works. And maybe a little conceited about my bright new roller bearings. None of this metal-to-metal grating and grinding friction bearing stuff for me. My axles floated on a cushion of rollers. Oh, I was the latest thing, out to set the world on its ear, to show my uncle who got me the job. Hi, Uncle Smedley.
Quiet, Tim. He's out to get you.
Get me?
Lay low, boy. Back up.
Gosh. So I backed up. Right into the caboose of Mr. Kelly, the freight conductor. He was kind of annoyed. Called me a big, stupid galoot. Uh-oh. Was he the one that was out to get me?
Not him, boy. Watch out for Kid Friction.
Kid Friction? Now, who was he? Name was familiar. Didn't recall the face. Then an order came to send out a special train. It meant work for 2 of us locomotives. Uh-oh. Did he mean my chance had come to pull that special train? All by myself? Gosh! Then I got my signal to waltz away with all those cars. Powerful but easy, smooth so as not to shake up any goods. Something was stuck. It wouldn't give. So, that was Kid Friction's heavy hand, locking up them old-style bearings. Didn't budge it. Okay, then. So he wanted a wallop, and I sucked it to him. Just to crack him loose took 3,600 pounds of pull. For each car, after each car after car, all down the train, building the jolt until it all hit the caboose. Well, think of that. It was 8 times as easy to keep rolling as it was to get going. I gave it the hustle. Only thing was, Kid Friction loves to hug those old-time bearings, and he hates speed. So he gave me the old hot box. had burned up all our schedules and given me a bad name, especially with the vice presidents and the treasurer. That one old hotbox tied the shipper's money, stole those perishables until they perished, and delayed the goods that should have been market. Not to mention putting a $500,000 locomotive in the doghouse, where I was costing the railroad a lot of money, and not doing any good.
Don't worry, Tim. We've all been through it.
What's the use of us locomotives having roller bearings?
With Kid Friction holding back 100 cars. Later that week, when I was the only one left, Mr. Kelly had to have a locomotive.
Timothy!
Me? He wanted me to pull a train of brand new cars. They looked kind of different somehow. This time, by golly, it was war. It was gonna be me or Kid Friction, and there wasn't room for both of us. Mr. Kelly set his teeth, and I dug in. Only this time, things happened. He couldn't get a grip. In 4 seconds, we were moving with hardly 4% of the pull it took before, because every car had roller bearings, except one. Uncle Smedley was all bogged down in the next yard, having his poor old journal boxes checked.
It's Tim! Clear the track! Show them, Tim!
And I was going to show him. I wasn't going to spend my lifetime waiting for repairs. I was going to stay on the job because I was roller freight. The whole train on roller bearings, and I was excitement all down the line. They had never seen a freight hit a clip like this and hold it without getting a hot box like old 66 who had started a day ahead of me. Then I caught old 77, having trouble pulling his draggy load, and me hauling twice as many cars because they were on rollers, with power to save for the big pull when I snapped into a snowstorm. The kind of weather that cuts a train to half its size. But not me. Then I passed old 88, guzzling oil at a fueling point. But I didn't have to stop. I was all saved up for the race to catch old 99, who started way back Tuesday. He couldn't pour on all his power. His freight car bearings couldn't take the heat and wear of Kid Friction. But mine could travel faster and last longer and keep going with less cost and get there sooner. Them all. With today's paper today, with every egg unbroken, with every lump of coal we started with, and fresh strawberries. Besides, I broke a record and saved money. So when you meet Kid Friction, do like Mr. Kelly. Get out your roller bearings and be a roller freight, 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 roller freight.